You guys are all sitting around in the usual room at the embassy with the wing back chairs, and everybody's dressed up like the fucking old fashioned gunfighters and stuff. Your gear's over there. And the one interesting thing is, unlike normal, there seems to be a note laying out on the table. This is unusual, but it's laid out on the table. Freddy's guards all make the big startle thing, like, ah, they're back, and look around wildly for a while. It looks like they were engaged in some sort of poker game. They're putting away their cards and shit and coming over, standing around Freddy, carefully keeping an eye on him because there is uh, gas flames and stuff here, and they're very suspicious.
What's the note say?
It appears that it says many words on it, which you can look at yourself. Oh, and yeah, let me just move you to it. It looks like it's addressed to the overlords, and the rest you can figure out yourself.
Oh, fuck off, Logan.
What?
Why did you have to pick this handwriting?
It's not my handwriting. It's the guy's
Why'd you-
handwriting whoever wrote it. It does have another note at the bottom. It says decoded by Zim.
Okay, give me 2 years to read this, because
No problem. That way I can just sit here and be all cranky on my own for a while. Yeah.
I can't even see what the fucking first word is.
You can enlarge it with if you push the plus.
No, I've enlarged it, I just don't know what it says.
To the overalls, about.
Oh, about 3 days. Okay, cool, thank you.
Yeah, Yana read it. She's highly educated and can read the mysterious
Yes,
writing
please,
known
please,
as
please
cursive.
read it. Please read to me like a 3-year-old.
About 3 days from St. Angeles and the embassy. Something I can't read.
See, I told you.
Exact position given with a map.
Right. I found a cave. It was unusual in that it was regularly formed. Somebody else read this.
Not natural. So I went in and found a large, shallow cave with
Grow.
something growing within. Behind one of the
Fuck is that word?
Behind one of the random things, I discovered a very narrow tunnel that extended for about 50 paces before opening into a fairly large room. A narrow, completely round tunnel extended till further into the darkness. Before continuing into that tunnel, I discovered some scary drawings. Fucking monsters and shit. Beholder, question mark. On the wall, and a bunch of elvish writing I didn't understand. I didn't get a chance to make a rubbing or anything because then a big scary ghost elf appeared and started yelling at me. I took the fuck off. This seemed to either surprise it or irritate it. Not sure, but either way, I was pissed. I started hearing stuff sounding like something. I ran faster and cleared the cave. Rather than just continuing to run away, I went up and over the top and hid.
Since
What? That's not sense, is it?
Since that shit can outrun me, I don't know. Bunch of undead came out of the cave and wandered around confused, and then went back into the cave. Not talking. Something elf skeletons either, but dogs, deer, and a bunch of other shit. This cave is close enough to the embassy that it could end up being a big threat. I will find someone heading toward San Angeles and offer them $1 to deliver this note to Elwyn. If they say it was more, they are full of shit. Kick them in the nuts. I
Hornsby.
will continue my search for interesting and
Profitable stuff, I think.
stuff. Thanks for sending me an assistant. Hornsby. Who's Hornsby?
I don't know.
He's the gemologist / scout that Rasslin sent to explore the land.
So what that could be is that could be the elves finally finding a way back here and wanting to destroy what they wanted to destroy long ago. So they amassed their army and now they're getting ready to come and attack through their tunnels.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody needs to give Hornsby handwriting lessons.
That's actually a lot more regular of handwriting than I wanted to give him, but they didn't have any fonts where it looked like the guy had fucking epilepsy and shit, so I just had to go with this one. Also enclosed is a map, which shows location. Pretty much it's enough to navigate to if you get hold of a compass, which honestly isn't that hard. I think you could probably buy one for $1 from the general store or something.
Yeah, we have a compass. Okay.
Unless you already have a compass, that's easier to get a hold of.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have
well,
to spend $1.
That's definitely something that we need to fucking worry about. Because if
Yeah.
they're getting ready to strike at the embassy and are that close, that's no fucking good.
It's up to you guys. It's one of the many, many optional missions you have. So many optional.
Okay.
Plus, there's other neat shit going on too.
I'm gonna copy this letter, so I have it with me,
Certainly.
and I'll read this one where we found it.
All right. By the way, Chris, there's or actually everybody, there's another letter on the table rolled. Or no, I'm sorry, it's not there. No, wait. There's another note that's been rolled up and is addressed to Fulton.
I'll check out the note.
It says, this one is not written out, so you don't have to worry about the thing. But I did give you plenty of cards for reading through that shit because I know it's terrible. But this note says, it says sent in clear, and it's by somebody named Zim. Apparently Zim is like one of their communications guys here who deals with correspondence and shit. And the message says, at the chaos marker is message for Doc Fulton. Whatever that means.
At the chaos, what?
Chaos marker, M-A-R-K-E-R, marker.
Where's the chaos marker?
It doesn't say.
I ask a guard, do you know where the chaos marker is?
He looks at the air guard. The air guard goes, I don't know. I was busy thinking of a song. What's a chaos marker? Says a different guard.
That I asked him.
Yeah, why don't you tell me, Reb, what a chaos marker is? And Reb's like, ah.
Were you trying to remember how to sing Happy Birthday so you could remember your name, or what?
He just looks at his fucking feet.
Oh, that was me.
Dickhead. Oh, there we go.
Wow, the other guys look at Reb like, you got fucking owned. Reb's like, I don't like this job. I don't want to be the Freddy Garter. This is the worst job ever. Well, if you hadn't fucking gone outside with no pants on and gotten seen because you forgot to put on
no
your
pants on.
Reb's like, I was drunk at the time. Mm-hmm.
That's what they always say. Like when they bugger a child.
Everybody looks at Reb like, you son of a bitch. Reb's like, what? Reb's looking like this guarding duty may be just getting worse.
Okay. Oh, that was...
So there's chaos markers. What do chaos markers do? Says a different guy who's not Reb. Says a not Reb.
I don't know.
They mark things chaotically. I don't know.
Okay.
So wait, did this note come with a map? Because it says exact position given with a map.
Yes. As I mentioned before, the map is there. All you need in order to make a successful navigation roll is a successful compass. And you are good. And then I pointed out you could go buy one from a store, but Freddie insists he wants to save the dollar because he has a compass already.
Well,
Thus trying to keep money out of the honest, hardworking merchants of this town.
I look at the map. Is there a chaos? I look for something that might be considered a chaos marker, or something that says chaos marker next to it.
No, it's a simple but fairly detailed. It is done by somebody who knows cartography pretty goddamn well. It's a pretty easy, like, how to get from the embassy to this cave map, and that's pretty much it.
how far is it days worth?
Still 3.
3 days, okay.
As mentioned in the note.
Do you think I remember what the note said?
Maybe you can work with Reb later.
So we should probably tell Elwyn immediately, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
If that was decoded, says one of the guards, he knows.
Okay. Thank you, sir. See, dickhead, this is a good guard.
I'm gonna get promoted off of Freddy guarding duty. So I get.
Can I make a copy of the map as well?
Sure. Give me a sketching roll to make a copy of the map.
Because I want to do this one here.
Certainly. Yeah, you kind of get a little creative with it, but it should be good enough.
Can I try it off?
Sure.
Okay. No.
That one's just a cock. There you go.
Maps are hard to draw.
Okay.
Throw it away.
So, are we still wanting to grab the other Mildred?
Why don't we talk about this in private somewhere?
No,
Okay,
you can talk here. All the guards at once say.
All right, let's go out to the explosion bunker.
Yeah.
Sure.
God damn it, say the guards. Are you going to be working with anything dangerous in there?
Yes, go away.
Yeah, Mildred's here. It's always dangerous with Mildred and Freddy.
Yeah, they nod. Right, you guys are now inside of the Chaos Bunker. They're all stationed on the outside doing their fucking very best to eavesdrop.
All NPCs discard all cards.
No.
Wait.
Let me flip you back to the main thingy so you can play your cards, and yeah. I bet you can't wait to see the next fonts. It'll be awesome. So many good fonts.
discarding everything.
I
What happened?
didn't found the discard.
What? Where is it? Where did you put it? Oh, come on.
Why do you care so much?
There's order in the world. We must strive to achieve it,
No.
lest we be thrown into anarchy.
I like anarchy.
Yeah, of course you do.
Sure
Did you have to
does.
discard all your cards, or what's going on?
Yeah, why are you getting rid of your cards?
I don't
I
know
think
if she
somebody-
knows.
Well, I think somebody said that we need to discard cards. No?
No.
No,
no.
I need to discard my cards so you can. go
Oh,
pick up
okay.
your
You are
cards.
hallucinating, Yana. Woo!
Alright,
No.
pick up the cards that you dropped then.
Not paying it.
Good luck finding them.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'd play
a
the Sewers
karma.
of Disappointment one right away because,
Yeah.
I don't
I
see
just-
any value in keeping it.
No.
That super sprint was yours too, for sure.
Yeah.
So, Freddie, do you have any victories?
I do not.
Oh,
Okay.
excuse me. Somebody's lost. Hello?
Alright.
I'm sorry. Can you go in English? Because I don't speak Russian. I don't know Russian. Yes, по-русски.
No habla ruski.
So I have a clogging greed that I'm going to get rid of because it's far too early to keep that in my hand.
Yeah, it's way too early for that.
So just making sure no one else wants it before I toss it.
Well, I can take it, but I'll probably not discard it later on, as I have garbage.
There you go.
Thank you.
Aw.
Oh, one of the things we forgot to plan, by the way,
Yeah.
was if we wake up the other Mildred and we don't succeed in what we're trying to do, how are we going to put her back to sleep?
Oh, it doesn't matter because we won't.
Oh, we won't? You mean we won't wake her up or we won't do it?
Logan basically told us that we will get nothing out of it and it won't work. So
Okay,
have a cookie.
fair enough.
That's what he was talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
When Logan says that, he means that. Like it's just basically saying fuck off. That
Yeah.
is nothing.
Right.
Okay, well, we have other stuff to do then. There's this map, there's the sword, the floppy disk, there's the food situation.
Yeah, I think the food situation is a good one to think about. I think and just trying to identify this sword, especially now that we're because of the firewall again.
Yeah.
It makes it harder to keep tabs on us while we're in here.
Mm.
So, and the reason that we had it pocketed for so long is just because they kept trying to find it with Logris tentacles.
Mm.
So now that it's hard to get to,
Yeah.
we can have it, like I can have it out in the open and not worry about it as much.
Yeah.
So I got to get rid of one more card. I was going to get rid of I have a Clarity. Do of you have shitty card that want that? I know you don't need it, Freddie, but
The only one I can get rid of it is for Do You Feel Lucky? Which I probably won't use, but I don't really need clarity. Do you want me to hold on to it? Or...
yeah, I kind of wanted to hold on to it, but it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, sure, I'll hold on it. I'll hold it for you, just tell me if you need it.
I mean, in case we need to do something and I need to activate it or some bullshit, because that's not come up 1,000 times.
Yeah. Well, I can eventually charge you back up, but it's not that quick.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also, Rasslin has a message he wants us to deliver to the manager in the Golden Motto.
Okay.
Everything okay, Logan? Did you tell them you don't speak Russian?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fucking easy to pick up on real quick in any conversation with me. I mean, I can speak like 20 or 40 words of it, but as Yana knows, my pronunciation is amazingly bad. Don't fucking agree, Yana. You're supposed to say, no, you're not that bad. You're supposed to lie for me, Yana. Come on.
I heard you though.
True.
Okay, so if we're not doing the wall,
You're not? There still
Well-
may be information.
Well, no, we should still go out and figure everything out, but it's not gonna nothing big is probably going to happen with it all.
Yeah.
well, yeah, but we might get some information at least.
We are keeping our expectation low.
Good.
Yeah, definitely now. Especially since we have to go back and forth because fucking we can only look into that a certain amount of times a day.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if you want to look at the cube thing I mentioned, we can do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some sort of significance because it has the yin yang symbol with the B and M written on it. I don't know if that means anything to you.
No. Well, the thing is that yin yang symbol wasn't that on a couple other things that you had in the past, or
Yeah, that was the big symbol of last season when the whole world was going out of control.
Oh, by the way, Freddie, give me a memory roll, and if you make it, an evidence analysis roll, if you please. I need you to make both, though.
Okay, I quit the memory roll.
Wow, that's not low enough. So, no, go ahead.
Oh, really? I did a -1. I made the analysis.
Something percolates up through your memory. You remember when some chaos guys left something that couldn't be moved somewhere? And you're wondering if that might be something that is marking a certain place?
Some chaos guys left something that couldn't be moved somewhere.
You don't
And it's
remember it?
marking something.
Well, maybe. I'm just saying that's what your evidence analysis is. I forgot.
Okay, well, I quit my memory roll because what was it? I don't remember.
At the base that Russ blew in a session. The cool base.
Oh, right, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Oh, fuck off. I have to come back there. Alright, have either of you been to the Fortress of Solitude?
You guys have talked about it, and I have no fucking clue what it is.
It's basically just some kind of structure that's partially above ground and more so underground. It's got like some nice rooms and stuff. Seems to be some sort of a fortress kind of looking thing. Rasslin found it somehow. And it was recently, that's where we took the lady who we rescued, quote unquote, who was fighting Benedict's son. That's where we took her after we left. And she left this weird stone thing in the wall in that place. And she was able to come back to us the next day, and that's when we spoke to her. That's when McKay told them about everything going on in our shadow, etc., etc. And a bit further down the line, the fortress was raided by locals and is now probably being occupied by them.
Chris, is this the first that you're hearing of the fortress?
Like, I've heard of the fortress, but I had no idea what it was. I thought it maybe like was one of their random bases or something that they had.
Oh, it's such a cool fucking fortress, too.
It's a really nice fortress, yeah.
Yeah. Till
But
Russ
yeah,
fucked it up.
it's in Melwicks, the zone Melwicks.
Yeah, that's the common theme, though, Logan.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's that.
Am I on F Troop? Is that what's going on? Is like seriously?
Hey, just in his defense, it's not always Russ.
Yeah, that's usually me. But this time it wasn't me.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean,
Well, to be fair, the way Russ fucked it up is by telling Freddie about it. So
Oh,
well, no, it didn't get fucked up because of me this time. All right.
no, he was under instructions not to tell Freddie about it
Oh, okay.
because of the warehouse
Yeah.
that you fucked
Well.
up.
Well, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's where that is. We would need to go there by foot because I don't have a Trump or anything. And
And
it
it's
might,
occupied by locals now.
when I was lost there, trying to grab some stuff, I got ambushed by pillagers / raiders, and I barely made it out.
So, honestly, why didn't we bring over like a bunch of the Doras that are here since we're over occupied here?
Rasslin wanted to keep it a secret,
Oh, okay.
but yeah.
Which I get, but at least if we had Doras there keeping it up, it would be a nice backup base.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then shit, we have blueprints for a Clems. We could have made a Clems and then put a Clems there.
That would be.
Yeah, making the barbershop pole is a pain in the ass, though. As in, the only person who can do it is wrestling. Well, only person who can complete it at the moment.
But don't we have one completed pole still?
No, we used all of them. The last one we had was the one we put here in the embassy. So, but there is a cleanse to that zone. It's just not very close to the fortress.
It's a long fucking train ride.
Yeah, it's not very close. It's in a different city, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so where do we want to start? Do you want to
Lots to do.
pop over and give the message?
Well,
The
since we're
manager?
here, I'm going to take out the sword and see what I can find out about the sword, if anything. And I figure you can try as well.
Sure.
So I need to make magic work first, right?
Uh-huh. Now, is this Zod's sword you're pulling out?
Yes.
Spicy.
Are you sure you want to do this in the non-magic zone? We can go somewhere else and do it.
No, I thought this was like, isn't it like ×3 here?
No, it's ×2.
Magic is hard here. Magic is not real.
Then we should go to Gothic then.
Okay. Yeah, if we're going to be going there anyway, we might as well. Okay. Sure.
But this is such a
Well.
nice explosion hut that if anything was to explode, I mean, the roof is even made so it will neatly and cleanly just blast off into the ozone.
Well, you can still take it out. It's just you might fuck up. There's a small chance you'll fuck up. But...
I would rather go where I can look at magic if I can.
Okay. Sure. Do you want to go via Clems or do you want to just trump us there? Or nearby there? Because the last time we took Clems, there were riots right outside the barbershop.
Do you have a way to get there through Trumps? Oh, if
Yeah,
you
I have
do.
one nearby.
That goes to where specifically?
I was going to say the neighboring business, the back of the neighboring business. So whatever the neighboring building is, the back of that building. Does that work for you, Logan?
Give me a luck at half, maybe.
At half?
The city is rioting.
Yeah, there we go.
He pulls you guys through to a business near the Golden Wattle. It looks like there's a lot of trash. Just looking around, you guys notice the city seems more depopulated now than before.
Okay.
It's looking pretty rough.
Also, I have some other things I need to do in this area.
Okay. Well, let's go. I want to just give the message to the manager first, and then we'll do whatever we need to do. So I'll go to the Golden Wattle and find the manager, Logan.
Which manager do you want? Says one of the guys working there.
I'm looking for Zyke.
Oh, all right. Hey, go wake him up because he's doing stuff. You guys went in through the employee entrance. Lots of security, lots of people with crossbows and nervous expressions. You guys also notice go bags are nearby. Everybody pick this up and leave type thing. Doesn't look like there's as many people in the Golden Wattle as before. And Zyke comes out and he goes, "Hi, what can I do you for?"
Manager Zyke, I have a message from Mr. Rad. He told me to read it to you word for word.
All right.
Dearest Zyke, I was made to find you with this message to authorize the plan we discussed during our last meeting, instruct the lads to start bringing in heaps of tucker to distribute so we can help.
Wait, of what? Heaps of what?
Tucker.
Oh, I thought you said trucker. I thought that was something new.
Sorry, tucker. Yes. To distribute so we can help the starving yobos to stop carrying on like
The starving what?
yobos.
I thought we were going to help the people here instead.
I think that's what he meant.
Oh, all right. Go on.
He told me to read it word for word. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
I'm confident you will continue to build goodwill with the locals in the process. So, no price gouging the bogans. This is our opportunity
Who are the
to show the
bogans?
community. I'm reading the message.
He just
It
stares
said-
at you for a while. Okay.
This is our opportunity to show the community that Rad and the Golden Wattle fair dinkum take care of their neighbors.
Fair
Miss
what?
you, fair dinkum.
He stares at you for a while. All
Miss
right.
you, tell the staff I love them, Rad. P.S. Add golden waffles to the breaking menu ASAP.
Did you say golden waffles?
Yes.
All right.
And that's the end of the message.
I'll get right on that. He takes you guys into a small room set up like a kitchen. He has food and stuff brought in, drinks. There you go. I'll ensure that you guys are left alone if you
So,
promise to keep
would
an eye on
you-
Freddy.
Is there anywhere in this building I could make a trump of so we can come more easily?
I thought you guys were doing all that weird shit in the basement.
Yes, unfortunately, Rastlin seems to have forgotten to give instructions on how to light it.
We're not
That's
allowed
fine,
down
no
there,
light.
so that's the problem. I suppose we could have somebody change the place a bit and pipe in some. Well, no, that wouldn't work in this tech shit. I was thinking.
Even just something temporary until Rastlin sorts out the basement.
Sure. What would you like?
Just any small area room will be fine. Whatever you have available.
You mean that's not being used at all?
It can be used so long as it's not changed.
We don't really. We're using everything because we've got a lot of inventory, and soon we're going to be getting a lot more because of the food thing.
Then yes, do you have a room like that? temporarily?
No, except for the basement, which is totally off limits to us, and on limits to you guys. Would you like me to just maybe get some candles down there?
They're not gonna be lit long enough.
Oh, I didn't think
We
you were
need
allowed to
someone.
have candles anyway.
We need someone to go down periodically and light the place, but if you're not allowed down there, then I don't
Well,
know
we
what to do.
were told to stay out of the basement, especially since one of them is who looks around Mildred's room.
Yes. Well,
So we're happy to comply with staying the fuck out of the basement.
what about the stables? Do you use those a lot?
Yeah, for various things.
And is that area generally stable? There's no
Well, it's
widespread
totally
area.
stable. That's why we call it the stables.
Do you know what I meant?
You mean completely unchanging? No, nothing is. This is a business. We move shit around constantly.
All right. I'll have to speak to. Well, hopefully, Russell will see you soon and sort this out.
Good.
Okay.
He hurries off to go comply with his orders.
Okay, Doc. What's?
You guys are pretty much alone. I mean, if you were to put a chair under the door, nobody can burst in on you. It'd take them a while to burst. Unless they're fucking super strong, then they'll just kick in the door.
Just because I'm paranoid, how big is the room that we're in first?
3 or 4 meters square.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just have a quick look around for any weird bugs on the ceiling, under the table, under the chairs, behind the door, stuff like that.
Well, he's searching like mad. What are you two up to?
I'm just gonna hang out because if I don't want to do what I want to do here, I would rather go outside of town because like we still have like the shuttle is out.
Yeah.
We can go to where the shuttle is and use that area as a campground.
Okay. Well, okay, so there's nothing else you want to do here.
No, because I don't want to like what happens if something crazy happens. I don't want
Yeah,
that to
yeah.
Okay.
this place.
Card for Chris.
I just quickly go to the basement and say hi to my old buddy and like pet it on the head.
The basement's completely unchanged. You have to take candles to go down there, but nobody's been down there at all.
Well, besides us, but yeah.
Well, aside from NPCs that have wandered by, but nobody seems interested in going into Mildred's fucking torture chamber for some reason.
Good.
Possibly they fear that you picked up the trap making ability or something.
Maybe in the future.
So once we get done with what we're doing here, we exit the Golden Waddle and we, using counter surveillance, make sure that we aren't followed and go out to the forest area.
Why don't I just trump us there?
Do you have a trump of that?
Yes.
Then let's do.
Chris,
Okay.
give me a counter surveillance at half real quick.
Oh, if we're gonna be trumping there, we're not even gonna leave. We're just gonna trump there. I didn't know he had a trump.
There
of
you
it.
are.
Yeah.
Cut
Okay,
2.
let's trump.
Luck roll at full.
Yep.
Yay, it still works. Okay, you guys are now at the forest camp. It looks like somebody attempted to erect a fucking barrow over your thing. And it used to be camouflaged, but after a couple days, the green branches all die. Or begin dying. And so now it just looks like, look at this, something interesting is over here, but nobody's bothered to come here yet.
Is the death claw still in the cage?
No,
Oh.
looks
Is
like
the
the cage
dead
is
one
ripped
still
open.
near the car? Is the dead one still there near the car?
Part of it looks like it's
Eh.
decomposing a bit.
Good enough, I guess. Okay. Here we go.
All right. So
You're back up to willpower times 5 around here.
well, in that case, I pull out the sword.
Here we are.
Comes out.
Okay.
And I wait. I give it a second. I look
No problem.
around. I have a good grip on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nothing yet.
Okay.
Apparently, storing it a couple months makes the most die-hard, desperate sword grabber go, God damn it.
So you want us to analyze it? What do you want us to do?
Yes. Like, I want to try to find out exactly what is up with this thing. Like, what all powers are on it. Like, what does it do?
I think you guys analyzed the fuck out of it last time.
I did not have detail.
Oh.
I can't help. I can't sense it.
Yeah, first sense and then detail, if you can sense it.
Unless you've already sensed it once, then you're fine.
No, then still make them
No?
roll both at once.
Really?
Yeah, because what if you're just not getting it right now?
Oh, fair.
I don't sense anything.
All as well. You're thinking back to how pretty you looked laying on the slab like you were dead.
That's my aesthetic.
It reminds you of when you were with your girlfriend a bit, though, which is troubling.
Oh, she's still in the coffin.
When she was sleeping, she'd always look like she was dead, but just waiting to reactivate back when she was a robot. And those were good times.
Yeah, you know, it's tough life.
They show a lot of stock footage from the old episodes.
I do analyze on it. I don't think I'm going to get anything new from it, but
You totally don't. It looks like pretty much it's just got a taste of pattern and a lot of runes.
I'm going to perceive high magic on it. I got it.
Wow. It doesn't have any now, but it looks like there's some residual stuff that used to do something but doesn't anymore, but you're not sure what it was or anything.
All right.
Just a bit of, it's like looking at the slime after a snail's gone and trying to guess what kind of creature it was. Maybe a snail.
Cool.
Cool. It's a giant snail. You remember seeing a lot of tapestries, and there's always knights fighting giant snails. Now you know why.
This is a snail slaying sword, is what it is.
Zong's a snail.
Absolutely.
Now it all makes sense. Okay, well. Do you want to do normal magic on it, or there's not much you're going to get from that?
I don't think there's any normal magic on it, honestly, but I mean, I'll pop a charge, look at it, and see if there is or not.
Cool. There's no normal magic on it. You don't even need to roll analyze. You can if you want to check, but there's nothing there. You look into the heart of despair.
Alright, well. I'll always try again tomorrow.
Nobody and nothing tries to snatch it away.
Ahem.
I got to eat. I'm feeling better.
But Logan, how just while we're here, I want to take a look at the torn up flying magic car.
Oh, it's fine.
What kind of materials, etc. do we need to fix it?
Have you ever been to a junkyard and looked at the cars there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it could easily fit in with those.
Those are sometimes still drivable.
Yeah, but not one of the good ones.
All right,
You're
well,
thinking buying a new one would be easier.
yeah, I don't want to spend even more money there, though. It's not that I don't have it, it's just,
No, this one is you're amazed that it got here at all. Whoever's flying this thing must have been one hell of a pilot.
so it's not fixable.
No, it pretty much. Let's put it this way: he tried to glide it in. These things don't have wings.
Okay. Fair enough.
It was like gliding into brick. He made it work. You don't know how, but gliding it in is not normally a big option with
And
the flying
is
cars.
the shuttle still okay? Because that was undamaged.
It looks as though it used to be attached to something else, and it ripped off that something else. So
Yes,
all the
yes, we know.
connecting bolts and shit appear to have been sheared through, and there's even like little pieces of spaceship on it still. Other than
Does it
needing
have-
those kind of body repairs and stuff, also it looks like something clawed the fuck out of one side of it, and there's some small holes in it, but as long as you stick in the atmosphere, you should be fine.
Does the shuttle have wheels?
No,
Look.
it's a space shuttle. The roads are pretty smooth in outer space.
Wait, the shuttle has holes in it?
Yes, it looks like something clawed the fuck out of it. Like, I'm angry. Claw, claw, claw. Oh, give me evidence analysis rolls for something else.
Yeah.
Well, you guys take a look at stuff, and you're thinking, it looks like maybe it took a few death claws to release the one out of the cage, and then they all said, we're really angry. What do? Let's claw the fuck out of the shuttle. Yeah. And then they fucked up. Because the other car looked so bad, they were like, it's not doing that. It's not really, it's already fucked. And then they said, this is shiny. Rah. So, I mean, it's still flyable, though, like I said.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're not going to be able to fly it because tech. Okay.
Well, that part is a problem. I mean,
Well, I mean, we can, but we're probably not going to be able to shadow walk it out, is what I meant.
I'm sure that Glenn will have absolutely no problem with finding out that the shuttle that still had the seat coverings on the seats has been flown off to a zone where it can't fly anymore, clawed a bunch by fucking huge mutated creatures known for big claws and death, and abandoned there. That'll make him happy.
And is the trailer still there? The
Part
horse
of it.
trailer.
Part
of it.
Yeah.
Is that also torn apart?
Oh, yeah.
Everything is.
Yeah, okay.
They just, yeah.
Yeah,
We
okay.
turned around and now everything's gone and destroyed and eaten by planets and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I don't
always-
most of the shit that we don't
Yeah.
deal with anymore.
Apparently, like, leaving it out literally in the middle of the forest next to a caged angry deathclaw for a while has not done it well.
Yeah. All right.
Although
well,
it does look like it took a couple of them, like a few of them, to get that one out of the fucking cage. Or they killed it in the cage and then pulled out all the individual pieces and then ripped apart the cage, which would make no sense to you. But still,
Okay, well-
you don't know.
we'll just leave it there for now because we can't get it out.
Yeah, everything just comes to the zone to fucking die. I understand.
All right, what else?
You're thinking as Doc stares into the distance, he's thinking to himself, I'm going to make my own zone. And I'm not going to have anything there except places to put all my shit. And nobody else will go there. Because it'll be my fucking new world. A whole new world of safes and vaults and happy places. And I can just store and I can sleep on a giant pile of shit like a dragon and unfurl my wings and fly around. And tech will work and magic will work so I can fly wherever I want. That's kind of what the far off look in his eyes is telling you. That and the script he's holding.
So, what do we want to do now?
I'm just reading the document.
Doc's continuing, apparently staring off into the distance. You are thinking that he would really like it if he had something to put his foot up on so he can assume a more heroic pose, but there's nothing around that would be perfect for that.
So do we want to spend a couple days and then wait to see if we get anything from this? Do we want to go to the halfway in and see if we can find out about the floppy disk? Do we want to look into getting food, another food source to Gothic? What do we want to do?
Well, I think that's kind of what Wrestling just did with the message. So it may have been, for now at least, kind of taken care of. I think that's what the message alluded to. Do you still have the chalk for the halfway in?
Yeah.
If you want to just try and use that, see if it opens at all.